so it works out really well. But this week I've been thinking a lot about how especially like in yoga, and I feel like in more like meta philosophies, we talk a lot about having a foundation and then building from that foundation, right? But the more that you think about it, like you can almost think of your foundation as a base. And what's really cool is that as you learn more, as like your tools, your knowledge expands, that base level that you're starting from is always up leveling. So you're never really starting at this like basic foundation. I mean, you kind of are, but every time that you learn something new or you have a new experience or something just kind of sticks with you, it stays with you, that base that you start from gets up leveled a little bit. Should we get blocks for splits? If you have blocks, yeah, that would have been like a helpful thing for me to tell you. You don't need blocks if you're feeling really flexible, but if you have blocks, feel free to grab them. If you don't have blocks, but maybe you have books, feel free to grab those too. Or if you just want to wing it, here we are. Let's see. I'll wait for Oz to grab her blocks. I don't have blocks near me, so it's fine. Yeah. Gina, Bex, how's your guys' week going?
Busy but good. Running around a bunch of different post offices.
Oh.
Yeah.
Kind of fun, but super busy. Post office is never a fun time.
Oh, well, wait, I don't know if we talked about this. I work at the post office, so I had to go and do a bunch of like layout drawings. I'm an engineer for the post office, so I've been working a lot on like I'm changing jobs within the post office, so I'm doing all of my wrap up stuff as I transition, so it's getting pretty crazy.
I love it. That's cool.
It's quite a time.
Gina, your week?
It was good. It was pretty low key. I'm back in LA for a little bit. That's exciting. And I got my little towel that you recommended. Oh my God.
Yay! Hooray, hooray! It's the best. Fine.
Yeah.
Also, Rebecca, I know you're not in LA, but Gina and Obs, I'm trying to figure out, and I don't know when this is going to happen, so I might be very preemptively saying this, but Tate and I want to do a live DJ sculpt in his backyard at some point when like more people are vaccinated and it's a little bit safer. So that's something that's coming.
Yes, yes, please.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Backyard.
So
let's do it.
That's where the brainwaves are going. That's the only like cool thing that I've thought of for this virtual space. Anyway, hop on your mat. Hi, thanks for being here. I didn't grab wine tonight because I wanted water instead because I felt dehydrated today. So cheers to whatever you have. We're actually going to get started on our backs tonight. So you can pull up your playlist and start it in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, press play. Start on your back. Spread your knees out really wide. You can place your hands on your body or they can just lay long by your side. Take a moment to settle in from your day, your week, whatever it was. Take a breath in. And then a big breath out. Let it go. Nice. Try one more just like that. Breathe in. And then full breath out. Close your legs like a book so that your knees point upward, and then actually send your legs all the way up the wall. So flex your toes a lot. This might feel pretty intense right away, but see if you can really feel your heels stamping on the ceiling, and then soften your lower back into the mat. From here, drop your left foot, keep your right leg up. Yeah, and then switch it out. Bring your left leg up, drop your right. So just a little bit of hip mobility, keep going, right meets left, and then left drops. Noticing maybe there's a lot of tightness in your hips, maybe a lot in your hamstrings. Use this to just bring a little bit of movement into your legs. It's also really nice decompression. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hug your knees into your chest. Take a few small circles clockwise. and then counterclockwise. Yeah. Keep your knees in tight, nice easy supine twist to start. Drop both of your knees over to the right side. Send your gaze over to the left. Soften through your back. Feel that gentle twist. Breathe in. And then soften your breath out. Lovely. Knees come back to center. Quick squeeze, reset. And then drop them over to the left. Stack both of them on top of each other. Anchor your shoulders down and just feel the gentle twist in your body. Breathe in. And then breathe all the way out. Nice. Rise back through center. Give yourself a little squeeze. And then rock and roll a few times, maybe 3 or 4. And then float into a tabletop. Stack your joints and just drop into some cat-cows. Lift your heart and then round it. Moving with your breath here, just finding what feels good. Knowing that this is the base that you're starting with, but it doesn't have to be the base that you stick to the whole time. Maybe take some big hip circles, whatever feels good, maybe flipping the wrists and rocking forward and back. You got about 4 more rounds here. Try about 3 more. About 2 more. Last one. Whatever funkiness you got into from cat-cow, find just a neutral tabletop. Extend your right leg straight behind you. Flex your foot, tap it down. Yeah. And then they're just gentle lifts up and drop. So you lift, then lower. Lift, lower. Keep your heel flexed a lot. That's going to stretch out your hamstring just a little bit more. Try 4, 3, pause it up in 2, and 1. Keep your leg lifted, left foot, curl your back toe, and then inhale 3-legged down dog. There you are. Again, you might feel really tight here, but see if you can lean into the tightness and soften into it a little bit. Take a big breath in. Big breath out, right heel gets a little bit higher. Nice. 1 more breath in here. And then exhale, low lunge. Bring it all the way through top of your mat and then drop down to your back knee. Inhale, crescent moon. So back knee drops, arms up to the sky. Soften your shoulders. Notice if there's any like wobbling or wiggling happening here. Totally fine, but recognize why that is, right? Is it maybe because your mind's drifting? Is it just because your body's drifting? Whatever it is, it's totally fine. Just notice it. Breathe in. And then on your exhale, bump your hips back, half splits. Flex your front toes. I know, we're in it super early. Don't worry. Again, noticing where your body is going, what's happening. If you feel like you're falling to the left, see if you can bring it back to center. If your back is super hunched, see if you can lengthen it, starting from the base of your tailbone. Yeah, maybe it feels good to point your toes here, but I would say see if you can flex them even more, right? That's gonna activate the whole back line of your leg a little bit more. Nice. From here, shift a lot of weight forward into your front right foot. Stand all the way up, bring your feet to touch. Inhale, mountain pose. Pause. Soften your shoulders. Lift up and out of your chest, and then press down through all 4 corners of your feet, right? A lot of times we get really passive in mountain because it's easy. Your body just kind of like falls into mountain. But see if you can make this a super active mountain pose. Feeling your energy grounded and then lift it up. Breathe in. Exhale, open arm twist to the right. Keep your hips nice and square. Just twist over to the right side. Left arm in front, right arm behind. Lovely. Inhale, arms float back up to center. And then open arm twist to the left. Bring in a little bit of spinal mobility into it. Arms rise, breathe in. Baby back bend, however it feels good. Feel that little release. Inhale, arms up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Step your feet out about hip width distance. Hang out here in ragdoll. Let your head and neck hang really heavy. Shake it out, yes. Shake it out, no. Flutter your lips. Maybe move your shoulders. Awesome. Slowly start to pause through center. Breathe in, halfway lift, flat back. Palms are either on your shins, your thighs, or wherever just gives you that extra leverage to soften through your lower back. Breathe in. And then exhale, plant your palms. You can flow through a chaturanga, or you can just come to tabletop. We'll land in tabletop. And then find a few more cat-cows. A little bit more just to come back to that little center. To notice the base that you're working with this time around. Right? Cool. From here, find some stillness. Step your left leg back this time. Flex your foot a lot. See if you can really feel your heel stamping onto the back wall. And then from here, you lift, drop, lift, drop. Yeah. Keep pressing through your palms. Keep breathing. Notice if your hip wants to open up, right? Sometimes your left hip wants to rise. See if you can square it back down. Just 4, 3, pause it up, 2, and 1. Keep your left leg lifted. Curl your right toes underneath. Boom. 3-legged downward facing dog. Hang out here for an extra round of breath. Get your body into it. Feel that lift of your left foot. Breathe in. Exhale, low lunge. Left foot comes to the top of your mat. Drop down through your back right knee. Sweep your arms up to the sky. Crescent moon. Yeah, hang out here for a little bit. Might feel good to actually like flip your wrists up to the sky if you want. Just because we're focused on the lower body doesn't mean we can't love into the upper body too. Nice, breathe in. And then exhale, half splits. Bump your hips back, flex your toes, and then square your hips. Keep them square to the front of your mat. Again, find that length all the way through your spinal column, from the base of your spine to the crown of your head. Flex your front toes a lot to elongate your left hamstring. If your shoulders are creeping up, see if you can draw them down. Yeah. From here, big sweep up. Inhale, mountain pose. Shift into that left foot. Bring your right one to meet. Breathe in. Exhale, open arm to the right. Inhale, center. Take it up. Exhale, open arm to the left. Inhale, rise. Back bend of choice. Breathe out. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, forward, fold, dive down. Half lift, breathe in. This time, take that chaturanga. Vinyasa all the way through to down dog. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a big breath in. Big breath out. Alrighty, we're gonna take that sequence, but float a little bit faster, finding breath to movement. Reach your right heel high. Exhale, low lunge, drop it down. Release your bottom knee. Inhale, crescent moon. Exhale, half splits, hips bump back. Inhale, mountain pose, launch up. Exhale, open arm to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, rise. Back bend, spill. Inhale, take it up. Forward, fold, release. Halfway lift, breathe in. Chaturanga Dandasana, and then make it all the way to down dog. Downward facing dog. Left heel, rise it up. Exhale, low lunge. Drop your bottom knee. Crescent moon. And then half splits. Inhale, mountain. Ooh. Exhale, open arm to the right. Inhale, rise. Exhale, left. Center. Back bend. Inhale, tall. Forward fold, hang out at the bottom. Step your feet hip width. Ragdoll, hang heavy. Let everything flip upside down. Notice that length in your legs. Maybe flutter your lips. But let something release here, right? Half lift, breathe in. Chaturanga Dandasana, rinse it out. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale for downward facing dog. Pause, take a few rounds of breath here. Maybe you pedal into your legs. Maybe you want to lift right and then left. But you got a few beats of playtime here in down dog. Maybe there's some ripples forward and back you want to take. It gets to be your choice. You get to determine what you do in this time. Last 4, 3, last 2, and 1. Alrighty, reach your right heel high. Exhale, low lunge. Let's change it up a little bit. Inhale, crescent. Keep your back left knee lifted. Switching it up just a little bit. So notice what happens to your left hip here. And then see if you can find a little bit more depth in your front right leg. As your arms reach up, soften your shoulders. And then there's a tendency here for your head to kind of lean forward or like peck forward. See if you can press your skull into the back wall. Yeah. Lovely. Breathe in. Straighten your front foot so you can keep your back heel lifted and then start to just melt over your legs for pyramid pose. Again, find that flatness in your back. Both of your legs are nice and straight here. Toes are both pointed towards the front of your mat, hips square. Tap back into your breath if it's escaped you. And then feel the base that you're working from here. Yeah. Lovely. From here, keep your front leg straight, bend into your back knee so that you get a little bit of a deeper stretch into your front right leg. Almost like you're launching, you're like preparing to launch for something forward, yeah. Your back knee can take a little bit of a pulse or a bounce. Cool. Straighten out your back leg and then rock onto your front heel. So your back heel might drop a little bit lower. Your right toes are pointed up to the sky. It's okay if you can't get them all the way up. This is a great time if you have blocks to use them. Sorry, I didn't say that earlier. Yeah, and then rock back and forth. So play around with shifting the weight here. So rocking into your front heel and then your front toes. Your front toes will actually lift all the way up. Try that about 4 more times. Just playing around here. Last 4, 3, 2. Pause. Ground your entire right foot and then launch forward into standing splits. So your hands come to the top of your mat. Hips are again square towards the ground. Head releases. Feel that stretch through your right leg. If you're feeling really funky, you can bring both your hands to your right heel or your right shin. Ooh. And that'll challenge your balance a little bit. Use your left glute to get your left heel a little bit higher, so feel that engagement there. Yeah. From here, take a Shiva squat, bend your left knee into your right ankle. Inhale as you rise. Exhale as you drop. Try about 4 of those. Inhale, rise. Exhale, drop. 2 more, breathe in. Breathe all the way out. Inhale, rise up. This time, tap your left toes back. Find a low lunge. Cool. From here, peel over into horizons lunge. So you're facing the right side of your mat, opening up through your left and right hip, extending your right arm back, pressing down through your left hand. Lovely. Take a big breath in. And then we'll get a little bit weird with it. Drop all the way down to your left hip. Peel around to the back of your mat. So you're in straddle splits. So both of your legs are open wide like a big V shape. And then start with your left arm. Drop your left arm to your left toes. And then right arm falls over. Cool. From here, just sweep all the way through middle to meet your right. So now your right arm is on your right foot, left arm is arched over. Cool, and then play around with that a few times. So sweep all the way through middle, Rise up through left, breathe in. And then exhale, drop through middle, rise up through right. Yeah, give that about 4 more. I guess 4 is the magic number tonight. Alrighty. Now from here, we're going back into horizon. So plant your left palm back to the mat. Cross your right foot over and then use your left heel as a kickstand to rise you up. Boom. Cool. Now that you're in horizons, or I hope you are, I can't see you. Peel all the way over to the left side of your mat for wide-legged forward fold. So unravel, hang out, legs are really wide. You can drop your head down. You can bend into your right side, into your left. And then find your breath again. Notice what the baseline of it was when you first started. And then how maybe the baseline now is a little bit bigger, it's a little bit fuller, it has some more space. Breathe in. Big breath out. Nice, one more inhale, find a flat back. Exhale, fold a little bit deeper. Cool. From here, extend your arms out long, keep your head down to the ground. And then slowly on an inhale, rise all the way up with a flat back. Breathe in. Flip your front toes to the top of your mat, land in warrior 2. Gaze goes over your right fingertips. I'm getting a lot better at right and left. This is forcing me to. Inhale, reverse warrior. Left arm, left leg. Breathe in. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Rinse it all the way out, take it home. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pause, take a breath in. Huge breath all the way out. Alrighty, left side. Reach your left heel high. Notice if there's some unevenness in your hips, right? We did a lot of stretching on that right side. Notice what your left feels like right now. Breathe in. Exhale, low lunge. Bring that left foot to the top of your mat. And then slowly use your core, rise up to crescent lunge. Maybe bounce in and out of it a few times. And by bounce, I don't mean like bounce. I mean like settle into it, right? Really, really micro movements here. Stretching big through your front right hip this time and then getting deeper into your left knee. Anchor down through your left foot. Yeah. Lovely. Breathe in. And then straighten your front left foot and then peel your body, melt it over your left thigh for pyramid pose. Again, great place to use your blocks. Hang out here for a few rounds to start. Creating that initial baseline. Noticing what you're starting with and then maybe what we'll settle into. Keep breathing here. Yeah. From here, bend into your back right knee. And maybe it's like a little bit of a pulse too, right? That might feel nice. But keep the flatness in your back. Keep breathing. Cool. From here, straighten out your back right leg. And then flip onto your left heel. So point your left toes up to the sky and then kind of rock in and out of it, right? So come onto your back right tiptoes and then flip onto your left heel. Feel the shift through your legs. Feel the stretch through your hamstrings, that whole back line of both your right and your left leg. It's getting a little bit deeper into the Achilles of your right heel and then really thoroughly into your left hamstring. Cool, give that about 4 more. Make sure that you're breathing. Awesome. From here, find some stillness and then launch forward into standing splits. Right heel rises this time, left leg is your base. If you want a little bit more, you can capture your left calf. I think I said shin last time. But it's basically the same place, it's just the back. Hang your head heavy, let it really drape down. And then use your right glute to get your right heel a little bit higher. Cool, from here, take a Shiva squat, bend your right knee into your left ankle. Yeah, and then rise all the way up. Cool, exhale as you squat. Inhale as you rise. Try 2 more, breathe in. Last one. Tap your right toes back to your mat. Ground down through your right palm and then flip into Horizon's Lunge. Peel onto the knife edge of your feet and then reach your left arm all the way back. Make sure your hips are bumping up to the sky. Cool. From here, slowly, slowly, slowly drop onto your hip and then spread out your legs into like this V shape. And same thing, we'll take those stretch circles. As you exhale, really spill through center and then inhale as you rise up on one side. Notice if there's more openness in your chest here. Keep a flat back the whole time. So almost like you're hovering over your mat or the tile or carpet, whatever you're on. Give it about 4 more. Yeah. Last 2. And 1. Take your right hand, drop it back down behind you, and then rock back into Horizon's Lunge. Bump your hips up to the sky, reach back with your left arm. Make sure your left leg is crossed in front. And then on your exhale, peel all the way to the opposite side for wide-legged fold. So now you're facing the right side of your mat, legs super wide, head drapes down. Again, you can really do whatever you want with this. It might feel nice to widen your legs out even more. If you want to bend in and out of your legs, that works. If you want a little bit of a shoulder expansion, take it. But just play around here for, 4 more breaths. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold back down. Get a little bit deeper. Awesome. Tee out your arms. Inhale, rise all the way up. Keep it nice and slow. Use the strength in your legs. And then on your exhale, settle into a warrior 2. Cool. Inhale, reverse warrior. Get that extra stretch through your left side. Bend deeper into your front left knee. Inhale. Exhale, rinse it out with a chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Big breath in. Big, big breath out. Let it go. Drop down to your knees. Few rounds, cat-cow, just because I love doing them. Give yourself a solid count of 4 here. Whatever you want. And then spread your knees once you've had your fix there. Drop back down into child's pose. Send your arms out straight in front of you. Drop your chest a little bit closer to the mat. Notice the kind of space that you're showing up with. Big breath in. Huge breath out. 1 more, just like that. Full inhale. Even bigger on your exhale. Last one right here. Breathe in. Open mouth, make some sound. Rise up, front tabletop. And then curl your toes, bounce back down, down. Breathe in. Breathe all the way out. Alrighty. Remember what I said about those baselines always getting better? Let's add on to that first base that we had. Reach your right heel high. Exhale, low lunge. Drop your bottom knee. Inhale, crescent moon, pause. Woo. Yeah. From here, if you have your blocks and you want to use them, bring them out to your hips, breathe in. And then exhale, you can either take half splits and bump it back, or you can start to wiggle your way into full splits. For full splits, be really gentle with your body, and then start to shimmy your front leg forward and scoot your back knee back. Keep your hips square the entire time. And then use your blocks if your hands don't get all the way down to the ground. Yeah. Once you're in splits or you're kind of working into it, see if you can stack your shoulders over your hips, right? The goal isn't right away to be fully folded over, but rather to keep your body up nice and right. Only go as far as feels good. Don't force yourself into it. Take about 4 more. Keep breathing into the length of your body. Last 3. I know, that's a super long 4 count. Last 2. And then 1. Just as slowly as you went into it, slowly, slowly, slowly peel yourself out of it and find those half splits again. Right, your mat might bunch up a little bit, that's okay. Find those half splits. Cool, from here, guess what? Launch forward, find mountain pose. Inhale, rise up. Yeah, and then exhale, open arm twist to the left. Rise tall. Open arm to the left. Sorry, I said left and not right. You probably figured that out. Inhale, rise. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, center. Exhale, forward fold. Drive it down. Half lift, breathe in. Hang out in your fold at the bottom for an extra breath. Maybe your legs stay together this time. Maybe they go wide again for ragdoll. There might be some unevenness in your hips, right? We did a lot of work on the right, and we're still pitching up with the left. That's okay. Breathe in, and then rinse it out with a chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a huge inhale, huge exhale. Check back in with your body. What feels like this maybe is your new base? Reach your left heel high, breathe in. Exhale, low lunge, sweep it forward, drop down to your bottom knee, pause, rise tall, crescent moon. Hang out here for just a little bit, as much as you need, and then you know where we're going. So reorient your blocks if you had them. Bump your hips back on an exhale for half splits. And then if you want to work into full splits, you got it. Start to shimmy your front leg forward, back leg back. Stay really gentle on your back knee. It might even feel good to bunch up your mat so you have a little bit more padding. Make sure that your hips are staying nice and square the whole time. One of my favorite things is our bodies are not symmetrical, but they're balanced, right? So do what you need on this side to find that balance. Doesn't have to look the exact same as the other one, but just settle into it. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly, slowly, slowly peel out of it. Maybe find your half splits. Maybe just shimmy your way out of it. And then launch forward through your left foot. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, open arm to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale to the left. Inhale, rise, pause right here. Bring your hands to connect at top. And then exhale, hands come down to heart. Press your thumbs into your heart back into your thumbs. Maybe that doesn't feel great. Place both of your hands on top of your heart. That's an option too. Maybe that's not working right now. Drop your hands by your side. You get to choose which one that you're in. Let yourself stand tall for a few moments. Eyes closed or softened. Feet grounded, hips balanced, right? Notice the strength that lies in your entire body. This body that has a baseline that's constantly evolving, that's constantly getting better, smarter, more knowledgeable, more advanced, more experienced. Your base doesn't have to stay the same. It can keep growing as you learn more, as you take more tools in. Take a big breath in. Take a big breath out. One more just like that. Full inhale. Full exhales. Inhale, sweep them up. Exhale, forward fold, dive down. Half lift. Last chaturanga today. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. The choice is yours if you want to go into half pigeon on the right, or if you want to go into supine figure four. For half pigeon, lift your right leg up, and then bring it through with a parallel shin. Start with your body risen, and then drop it down. For supine figure four, come all the way onto your spine, cross your right leg over your left, and then capture that space behind your left hamstring. They have really similar benefits, but it's just a matter of what feels better to you right now. And what feels better to you now might not be the same thing that felt better to you yesterday or will feel better tomorrow, but you get to choose, right? Wherever you're at, take a breath in. And then a big breath out. Cool. Come out of your hip stretch, whatever it was. If you were in half pigeon, we extend your right leg. Shake it out a little bit. You're in supine figure four, just uncross your legs and pause. Prepare yourself for the other side. So maybe that means lifting your left leg or crossing your left over your right knee. And then exhale, find whatever you need on this left side to really settle in. That expansiveness through your hips. That softness and ease in your body. That calm that comes with your breath. Slowly come out of whatever you were in. Maybe it's coming all the way back to down dog. Maybe it's just settling your feet back down to the mat. And then if you're not already on your back, find your way on your back. Take your legs up the wall. Okay. Let's play around here. You started with a base. What's this gonna look like this time around? Drop your left leg, keep your right leg lifted. Cool, switch it out. Bring your left leg up, drop your right down. And then try a few more. Just acknowledging what this is. What makes it different than when you did it at the beginning of class? How does coming back to it teach you something new? Whether it's something new in this moment of repetition, or it's something new that you've picked up along the last 40 minutes. Take about 4 more. Tonight's magic number. And then when you round out your 4, hug your knees into chest. Take a few circles clockwise, a few counterclockwise. Squeeze them in tight. Take a breath in. Exhale, drop your knees over to the right side of your mat. Gaze goes over to the left. Softening into your shoulders again. Feeling that twist through your spine, that ease in your body. Knowing you don't have to force things. You can put effort into them without having them feel like they're forced or forceful. Cool. Hug your knees back to chest center. Take a nice happy baby right here. Grab for the soles of your feet if you can. Soles of your feet aren't working. You can always take shins. You can take the back of your thighs. Or you don't have to grab anywhere at all. Make sure that your lower back is pressed down really solid. And then once you have that, you can rock and roll side to side to massage your kidneys. You can extend your legs right and left. Fluttering your lips might feel good here. About 4 more beats. Knees hug in, take a breath, and then exhale, drop them over to the left side. Anchor your shoulders, gaze goes over to the right this time. Eyes soften, body really melts into the mat. Deepening your breath if you can. Allowing yourself moments to decompress and surrender. Hug your knees into chest. Find a really, really tight ball. Connect everything through center. Big, big breath in. And then exhale, melt down into your Shavasana. Send yourself really big on your mat. You have your blocks. It might feel nice to put them at the base of your sacrum for a little bit of an elevated Shavasana under your chest. But know that you have this time to just be. And trust that I'll guide you out in a few moments. If you want to hang out here for a little bit longer, you're always, always welcome to. If you feel ready to start to come out of your Shavasana, bring some consciousness back to your breath and your body. Come back to this moment however you know how, however feels good right now. Maybe it's some slight movements through your upper body, maybe your lower, maybe through your extremities. Just bringing some ease and awareness back to you. And as you feel ready, maybe it becomes a full body stretch. Maybe that's too much right now and you just want to hang out. And then roll over to your favorite side if that's working tonight. When you feel ready, come up to a comfortable seat, face the top of your mat. Thumbs come to heart center. Press equally from your right into your left, left into right. Thumbs to heart, heart back to thumbs. And do it so much so that you actually feel your wrists stretch and then your forearms get parallel to the ground. From here, soften your shoulders. Take an exhale, breathe out. Soften your eyes if they're not already closed, and then breathe in through your nose. Out through your mouth. Another one with hands at heart, breathe in. Breathe out. It feels right to you. Thumbs float up to your third eye center. This time, let your breath get a little bit bigger, redefining your baseline. Breathe in, full, 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 full. A little more air in at the top, getting taller. Exhale, bow forward to seal it in, to let it go, to know that you are constantly getting to redefine your baseline. And that's what's so cool about living life. You're always learning, you're always growing, and so you don't have to stay stuck. You can keep leveling up. It's customary. Hopefully you got into splits or you made your way close to splits. I'm really excited that Taylor came out again. So I'm up here at the end of this playlist. I hope you guys have a lovely Friday night. As always, class is donation-based, and as I've been saying for the last 2 months, if you have any ideas on what you want to see or what I should do, let me know, because I still have not done a brain dump of everything that's up here. So that's all I got for you. Happy Friday. Go do something fun. Tell someone you love them. Give them a hug.
Thank you so much, Leila.
Love you. Thank you.